Again, very happy with it.
It's cleaver time!
Here, Gibbs, what?
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Wait. 13 minutes into the game.
Gotta kill. Mounting up. And whenever Talon is together, you've got the full hype Guardian Greaves over on Jabz, which he's had time to farm because he's been basically slaughtered on that side. Really lacking the damage by now.
Oh, and he's going for a Wraith Pact. You're hoping, okay, maybe later we're gonna have some physical damage, but who's gonna kill that one? Natsumi doesn't want to be using it, sits off to it. FBZ doesn't have a BKB just yet. And look at the damage he's taking, but he will be hidden for the time being with a depth shot, but it will expire. It's gonna be fed a cookie. Not something that you like see. He'd rather go and stop the enemy heroes. Not gonna be happening. The bonus comes through. Mikoto isn't gonna take any damage from it. The refraction are gonna save him, and Boom Esports, they can only run, still not getting a kill. 13 minutes, they can't do anything.
They can't really fully engage into these fights because there's just so much, I don't even want to say range on Talon, but they're playing that in out in very smart themselves. And over on the side of Boom, if they ever move too far forward, Xepher dies, the entire thing falls apart.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jumps.
Suicidal with these jumps. Does not care.
Let's see, a fourth stop there, does have the snowball, he's completely fine. Slark will have to go for the ulti. He'll survive. Q, can they finally get a kill? No, they cannot. Q is just out of that one. They're gonna get the X once again. Snowball not gonna be ready for the time being. He does take a lot of damage there in the backline, but he's protected by the mech. He's protected by his teammates. And Talon again get out scot-free and secure themselves a tower.
23 Savages just refusing to pop that BKB. It's so hard for the team. They're trying to force it, but again, forcing it would make sure that they engage too hard, probably would get punished. Give him, yeah, good reason to pop that BKB, but instead they don't. They're fishing for it, trying to make him pop it, and he's like, oh, come to me. I'll pop my BKB. Trade for several kills. Come on.
After a perfect laning phase, they're just being destroyed here on Boom Esports. Yopaj doesn't want to pop the BKB. He's gonna have to. The Aegis, it did expire, but no one really cares. The TP out from the Kunkka, another BKB charge down the drain, and you've lost the hero. Well, look at 23 Savage. He wants him, he sees them. You're under vision TPing. That usually doesn't work, and it's not gonna work this time around either as well. They finish him off with a trap in the pit, and Talon continuing to dominate the map completely.
That's BKBs on the two primary cores of Talon now. The one who is supposed to be dealing the physical is this Slark, but he has to be so careful playing around with Savage and the AoE silence. It completely messes. This one's getting hard.
Yeah, it's very hard to sugarcoat it right now. It's looking really tough. What is good that the Slark does have a gem, so he's gonna make sure that he's never under enemy vision. If that is the case, maybe, just maybe at some point in this game, he can get to a point where he's gonna be strong enough, but the BKB is a necessity before Natsumi does anything in the game. They're coming. Okay, but they're afraid of Mikoto himself. xNova, who's gonna bait him. Here comes the tidal wave, and the death shot will be enough for him to live. Global Science does come out. The Spider needs to run away, but Jabz, no, he turns around. He needs to go forward, right? BKB slot, you don't have it. Another thing you don't have is your light. And the Night Stalker is going for more FBZ. Once again, he's not moving. And with the team coming in, the damage might be sufficient. He is tanky, he is surviving, and that is getting forward. It is always dangerous, and that is not the way that you. We're coming up front. Here's the fucking getting all the top and maybe now we can finally bring it down. 23 Savage is dead. Mikoto taking a lot of damage, does have the BKB. Immediately goes for TP out on the physical damage. Boom! They strike back. Finally, it is gonna take an overdive for them to get back into this one, but it is still 3 buyback skips. Is this worth it?
Only if you manage to strike back really hard right now, and unfortunately with this lineup and this time, there's not a Roche to get here. There's still 3 outer towers for Talon. You establish vision now, and you hope that for some reason Talon is not just going to sit in their base, hold hands and sing Kumbaya until these need more. Maybe you get an opportunity.
Slark, now he's like, I have the night vision, and you don't. Dark Factor used again, jumps on the silencer, no more force stat. Silencer is gonna be going down. He sends him back there with the psychic headband. Might be enough to live. Nope, is just gonna be turned back there with the X and will finally fall. So Boom Esports, they get another one, but they need to continue.
The TA is already almost back up. That Stalker has already returned to be up as well. Dagger Gem now from the Slark, of course. Slark is buying a BKB, but Talon would need to sit back a bit in order for them to get it. Oh my, that's an Ogre Seal Totem that I think that just got lost.
Is it? Yeah. You don't have it. That is a big item, you know, that you would love to have, especially against the Tusk, but and the Night Stalker. Jumping in, he is gonna decide it might not be the best move. The force stat there will keep him alive, and the boat will not connect. Solar Binds, he'll keep him in place, but the global silence, they're all silenced up. 23 Savage making sure of it, even longer there with the crystal shirt. xNova says Zephyr is gonna be next, doesn't have the Ghost Scepter, but he'll be in his ghost form, in his fountain. Now Natsumi going forward onto Mikoto, has to pop the BKB, and the TP out from Natsumi will be successful. Nothing he can do about it. Now the BKB from the Dragonite, he does have a TP, physical damage, more than enough. He was hoping that works, but it's not gonna be that way, and the Roche is up. A disaster for Boom Esports actually, because Talon, they'll get the second Roches. This is the advantage that they need, possibly to end the game.
Will was trying to hold that ground, hoping that they would get Sage's position into this fight. They were trying to come, maybe get to take the Roche themselves, just get a couple of kills there. Talon very decisive. Very cannot. He has 3 cores to do with on the side of Talon, who are all running at his heroes, and really all the Dragonites and
really is the case there, but it is what it is. You still have to hope that BKB will be changing the things. Of course, Natsumi buying back, that didn't really help his case there. He is approaching level 20, so that is gonna be making the Slark slightly stronger. I guess you do go for the +1 agility gain per stack.
Do have a Hex in the works on Yopaj as well. Been struggling his way towards this.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Savage for his greediness on not be on that taunting him by hexing. You'd have to focus fire him super hard in order to take it down, because this map is packed.
Night Stalker is gonna be so dangerous here. 23 Savage approaching the Nullifier. All your Force Staffs, all your Ghost Scepters, everything that has kept you alive so far, down the drain. And this is gonna be a big problem for these supports of Boom Esports. They're already struggling, but after this one, it's just gonna be 1-2 hits and you're gone.
I do like that you said all your 4 staffs though, because xNova only recently finished off this 4 staff. I don't think it's...
Step lively now. Your admiral.
Yeah, and he's working towards a Ghost Scepter, another useless item against the Nullifier, but you kind of have to have it, don't you?
What else are you gonna do at this point? Like, there's so much physical damage over on the enemy side, you're just hoping that he's laying into some...
Maybe that's the play, considering Nullifier purges every half a second. You use the Ghost Scepter, the second it gets purged, you force staff out, and then you are going to be forcing at least slightly to the side.
Off a hill? Maybe it's too bad that Night Stalker's up in the air and doesn't care.
Under attack.
And maybe it's just towards the tail end of the dark. Just kidding, you're dying in the first 3 seconds. So what now for Boom? The Hex, is that the item? Hex and the BKB, those are the big diamonds that you could be hoping for. But the Kanka didn't get the Hex, he got the Aghanim Scepter. So we are going to be seeing a water park, or you know, as it is called, a Torrent Storm.
I like it.
Okay.
Talon does need to go in order to secure us. They could do some great enthusiasm. You can certainly hope that they are going to overextend again, maybe even a little bit less than before. That is a nice drive back with the lead.
Force that doesn't really work, but the next two will. And he does have one of his own there with the Hurricane Pike, so boom. They do attempt to go for the kill, they fail, but at least they show their teeth. He's out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Why do Slarks use the Death Shroud over the Shadow Dance? Shadow Dance has a significantly lower cooldown.
Gold remains.
If I had to guess, it's because Shadow Dance is only one click and you're used to pressing your pad button on the Shadow Dance, so if you have a little bit of time to decide... That's the Death Shroud.
Yeah, how they say this Dragonite one with a cookie, of course, but xNova, well, he has cut his last cookie, it seems like, and Yopaj going to be next. Double coming forward, the Torrent Storm will be coming out, and a Water Park is here, but Yopaj is not going to be having fun in that one because he'll be dead before it even ends there, and it is going to be 2 kills for Talon. Very easily claimed at that, and they'll go for the push now.
Radiant's
See how
middle tower
reluctant
is under
Yopaj
attack.
was to pop it. There, he
Radiant
knows that if he doesn't pop it,
structures
he's dead,
are
but he's also got this distinct suspicion that if he does pop it, he's still dead. You know what? It's correct.
Just use it, just force your enemies at least to use one more spell, a few more attacks, maybe they will send a jump in onto the Night Stalker. Natsumi jumps in, does have the BKB, the Death Shroud was already used, don't be ready, Snowball save is gonna be there, but he immediately gets out, that's the advantage, will be healing himself up, and FBZ taking a lot of damage, he doesn't have the BKB, the spiders are going for him, but they cannot go through the thick armor of the Dragonite, or can they? They're actually really, really strong, they're eating him, but finally, they will burn there to the fireball onto the ground. Talon, they don't get anything, but then again, neither do Boom Esports. Still, it's gonna be Araxis down.
And now they're just going to sit back and wait until this SN off.
Radiant are
He's got
scattered.
21. Pretty decent.
Got
I
it.
wouldn't actually... Because that's the thing with the physical damage trap. Very good versus the Slark if he meant. If he has that BK, then he now has a ton of extra. He could very well. Talon?
I don't consider myself the best player.
Use mana, get killed.
They don't have the Aegis any longer. Daedalus is gonna be done for Mikoto in just 600 gold there. 500 to make it, so that is gonna be a lot of damage output coming up from the TA that Talon didn't have previously.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on
Now a
board.
refresher in the works for Yopaj, which is... I really did like the Hex idea a lot better just because it's more proactive. You're kind of not able to over-engage into it now. Maybe that's the only option you see?
Q jumps in. Well, Q did jump in there, but he does have a snowball to keep himself alive. Connell on the other side is being hunted by the Night Stalker, and he'll be taken down. Q, they do start the TP's FBZ, not going to be getting out of that one, but they will try to get some heroes down. Not going to be happening. Yopaj again, he is in a very bad spot. He doesn't know if he should use his BKB. The tidal wave is coming forward. He's going to get Q into the base, and finally this stuck this annoying guy. Well thought of, the Night Stalker is down on the keeper. Now he's going to hunt the rest of you from the BKB. Go forward, Yopaj. Very well developed. I don't think he is enough moving, but the wave is not going to be washing away the Night Stalker. He's in the air with the BKB. And now he's going to be coming down. The Dark Ascension is down, so you are going to be taken to the ground and then put right into it. The Slark will make sure of it as well. That is going to be a nice fight. Finally, a solid one for Boom Esports.
Yeah, finally some kills on the board again. I do believe that broke a 20-minute no-kill streak there.
They had those ones when they fought back. Only if you don't want to count them, because they were buyback runs. FBZ, that was a Dragonite, Kips, and Mikoto just destroyed all of them. As soon as the Daedalus came out, the damage was insane. Did you see those sideways? They just killed the ones behind him. He didn't even want to kill them, but, you know, it happens.
Collateral damage.
True.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks.
Yeah, and that's Natsumi just
Radiant's
hoping
bottom
that
barracks
if
has
he pushes
fallen.
out this wave, maybe they'll hunt
Radiant's
him.
middle tower is under attack.
Last ranks? I don't know.
Radiant's
I don't know if
structures
they
are
fall for that trick.
fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Slark, your team needs you. They need you back in the base. He's gonna try to farm his Bastion and will be able to do so. But the Araxes are dropping down. You don't have a glyph. You have to go in right now, Slark. Come on, Fishy. Need to go in. Mikoto. Yeah, that's what Talon are saying. Come on, jump into us. But they will leave the range racks. We will leave hope for you, Boom, and then we will take it away. Let's see if it does come back to bite them in the end. Roche isn't going to be spawning just yet.
That is quite unlikely, though. The only thing that can really stop them at the absolutely out of control 60 Magi stacks on him. Since he's not even at level 25 yet, I'm not sure how he's
Radiant's top barracks
So
are under
here's the Hail
attack.
Mary smoke.
Yep, under vision. Under vision, though. 23 is gonna be called, does have the BKB, there's gonna be global signs, a fast follow-up. 23 wants to get out with the BKB, he'll be able to. Crippling Fear gonna be used, and none of the guys from Boom Esports, they wanna be feared. There's gonna be the jump in from Tusk, but he's gonna be regretting that one for sure, considering that he's dead. Has no buyback, Natsumi going forward, Ollie gonna be next on the menu for the Slark, but the other part of the fight, let's see Boom Esports, can they follow their Slark? No, they're just holding on and making sure that no one can help Ollie and Natsumi. He'll get another one for his team. The chase is on.
Boom
Radiant's
recognizing
top
that as soon as
barracks are under
the
attack.
Stalker is out, they actually get have a fight here, especially the side of Talon is so fragmented at that point. Well, a couple more kills, a little bit more room to breathe.
Yep. Yeah, it does seem a little bit easier here for sure, but 21,000 gold lead, it's definitely not something that you shrug off that easily, but the Slark is definitely becoming a problem. Level 24, so
Radiant's
you
top
mentioned level
barracks
25,
are
he's getting
under
closer to it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's been eating
Dire's
books
structures
the
are fortified.
entire game as well.
That sounds like, you know, when you're a kid, you're going to school and you really don't want to study. Maybe if I bash my book into my head or leave it under my pillow, I'll get some knowledge. So Slark eating books. No, in this case it works.
Yeah, but listen, he's a fish. I'm not sure if they have like
Step lively now.
literary
Your
culture.
admiral is on
Maybe I'm doing the fish show. My apologies.
Did you watch Aquaman? They're actually pretty, pretty advanced.
Those are only half fish.
Slark is a fish boy. Fish boy, lava girl. No, never mind. Anyways, Talon, they're gonna go for a smoke, and boom, they're in a smoke as well. They pushed out the top lane, so Mega Creeps, they're not gonna be coming through. This could be a big fight. The one that changes everything.
So hard to kill. Let's stop to jump.
There's the vision. Nightstalker now. He makes a dodge and immediately he's gonna get down on his global save. The global signs, let's come out in the end. 2 BKBs were used, and you're not gonna have those any longer. Let's see now. What do you do? 23 Savage, he's being slowed down. He's been back. You won't have a BKB any longer, but look at Mikoto jumping in with a BKB. You want to do the big that you want to bring the big on the boat. They're starting to cut through as well. The toilets for now. No one is stopping him. You want to be first. He's going for his solo. He's gonna be fine. Nightstalker's gonna be walked away like that. But in the end, he's gonna be dropping down and finally. Everybody does the start of the week without losing a single one. But we will have no mercy on xNova. He will be left alone, just like in TI. But this time around, no one is going to be cheering his name. They are going to be cheering Talon, however, because they're the ones who get the victory.
You can see in that last fight that they do definitely know how to take that.
It's cleaver time!